So we are starting the server now. It should change the state and it should come to started one, and then we have to go and set the console. Once console is up, new server is running. Yeah, we can have different architectures that we can set using our web logic, right? When we talk about domain, one domain can have multiple servers. When we talk about creating a domain, this domain actually creates a server, which is admin server, and on that it deploys the application, that is admin application, right? After that, you can go and create a number of machines. On each machine, you can create 1, 2, 3, 4 different servers, and you can place them in a cluster. So this all is possible. As of now, we don't need that. Okay? Because we are into development environment. What we are discussing was in production environment. Okay? Yes. You will develop it, and when you go and deploy, then you will have your WAR file, your EAR files, which will be deployed in the production environment as well. Yes, you have to be careful, because if I want my web application to be clustered, I need to go and modify in my web.xml. I need to go and add the distributable. Otherwise, even if you have a clustered environment, your web component will not be able to take advantage of that cluster. That's what will be the problem. Okay? So as of now, we are into development environment. Yes, you can have concept of managed server, which is there on different nodes being managed by one. If you go and create multiple servers in a single domain, okay, where you have concept of machine, that machine represents an external port or external machine. Okay, I'll show you once it starts up. It is trying to start up. All this is happening because we are starting up with SOA stack. So it is creating all beams and everything. A bit of patience is required in this. The task is simple. Only thing is we need to. Let it start. So when it prompts you allow access, you have to allow access to it. Once you allow access, it will go and modify your config.xml file. Right. Now it is the important message is coming here that SOA platform is running and accepting requests. Right. So let's go and launch the browser. Quickly test it. Let's go here and launch the browser. You write here HTTP localhost as of now 7001. Yeah. Deploys the application. First time it will deploy. And it depends on the configuration also. Every time if you want it to deploy, it will welcome. Yesterday we have this, right? So browser has just go for login. and we get here the WebLogic server. Okay. You have here base domain 3, in which you have environment, you have deployment. If you see, these are the units which are deployed, right? So you can say that our server is running. Okay. Now we'll go back to our ID. Connection type is WebLogic 3. Connection name I will write as, let me give it as SOA, domain, con, click on next, give here the welcome one as password, click on next. Now you have here localhost 7001, WM server is what is WebLogic domain. So you can go and see what domain is there. So you give here domain 1. Better is to go and we have given base domain 3, right? Test connection if the same server is started. So success. Let's go and click on next. Click on connect. Next. Now deploy all instances. If you see here, admin server, right? We can go and select admin server which is running. You can select deploy as a standalone application, deploy as a shared library, and go and select the. Now it will go and see. It's deploying. Now if you see deployment is done, right? So we have deployed it. We can go to web service. You see it did what? Validation service, then generating WSDL file, and then generating complete. So first it generates, then it goes and it deploys. Okay. Now if you go here to WSDL, you will have this as endpoint. This is what is your endpoint, and copy it. Control C. I'll go to my browser again, and in browser, what I'll do is I'll open a new and I'll paste this URL here, press enter, and we'll see. Sorry. We have to remove this, double quote from here, and then we will see what is happening here. What message is displayed. Okay. Now, let's go and check here question mark WSDL. If it generates fine, otherwise we have to do one more. Now I'll just go here, and this is what is the code. See, In WSDL which was generated, it has assigned default port as 7101. Okay. So this can be modified. If I want to give it to my client, what I'll do, I'll just go here and write 7001. Okay. After testing my web service, I can go and I can modify. And I can give this particular WSDL to my client who can generate stuff from here and can connect. This is what we need to. Here, right? So you have a web service now ready. Name of the web service is calculator service. It is deployed. You can go to the console also and you can check it. You can go and let's just go and refresh it. Right. So this is how actually you will deploy. Is that clear? It's clear. You have to go and see it. You will get the service deployed here. Okay. All these are services which are deployed. Just you will have your service. We have already tested. It's hitting the WSDL file. It means that your service is created and it is deployed. Right. We have to stop and start in order to view the changes. Right. So it is fine. Like we have created, we can go and we can depend on it because it is showing us. You see here, we got calculator service app project. Okay. You got it right? If you see status is okay, else is okay, and order deployment is under. So this is how actually you will build a web service using JEE. Okay. Now, JDeveloper comes with a good test environment also. You can go and, this is important because when you go and do service choreography, you will be just dragging and dropping and then you will be customizing those nodes along with what service it has to access and all. So most of the time you will be going and you will be testing it before you go and use. I just go and click on test, allow access, no issues. It will give you a good test. You can specify here password, whatever is there. Welcome one. Now, I'll go and confirm the password. Listen address, localhost, listen port, 7001. If you see here, you will have technology. We are not interested in that as of now. Now, it is creating an integrated WebLogic domain in order to enable testing. Okay. These all features are there here. You need to just have a good tour to this ID. These are analyzers and all which you can avoid as of now. If you see it is running. it starts taking bit time, so we have to just wait for this server to start. We have already executed, we are already running here, right? From outside. You can see this message also. You can generate client, which we will do now. But it's clear, right? In here, you have to analyze this part here more from a SOA perspective. Like, how many of you are aware about this WSDL document? For example, if I give you WSDL document, can you make out that what is the request message header which is required? What is the response header which is required? Okay, fine. Then we can proceed. Right. So this is how you will be creating the service. You can generate client also from console. You can go here, for example, I'll just go and write here and see which version is there. Now if it's Java 6, I will see whether WS import is working or not. And if you see WS import is working, we already, yeah, we already have WSDL. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, you have it, but you have to generate the client stuff for that first. Like, if you see, if I go here, I'll have here test web service, right? So this web service is actually trying to invoke the test on 710. Okay, so that we have to change. It will automatically launch a UI here like Eclipse, and it will provide you the let's say page where you can test the web service. Okay, we'll see that. I'll just go and it failed because it is down. Close it. Now, we can go and generate the client on our own also. For example, if you see here, I know what is the WSDL of this because I have already launched it here. This place we have already launched. So I'll just select it. And now I'll go here. See here. Okay. And write the WS import. Close this here. And just go here.